Okay. Now you can hear me. All right. Okay. There you go. Hey, Starbane. What's up? Oh, me. Whew. All right. Let's get this back on. It's not. It's not capturing the output. It's, yeah, the capture card's not coming on. Oh, that's because the switch is not turning on. There it goes. I think. Hopefully that'll do it. There it goes. Yeah, it was that was weird. Hey, kid. Why is it not? Sorry, the switch is not wanting to flip over to the output to the capture card. It's being very stubborn. Am I not talking it properly? I might need to restart the switch. Yeah, it's just not picking up correctly. Oh my goodness. Hey, boo. So, how's everyone doing? What's going on? What's happening? Everything fine? I've had a fairly long week, but I'm trying to come back. Oh, it's not plugged in. That's a thing to check, isn't it? Is it even plugged in? That's that. And this is, oh, it's not plugged in. That's why. That'll do it, right? It will not come on if it's not plugged in. Oh, Jesus. I had to do a bunch of outlet switching to a bunch of outlet switches to get something plugged in earlier. Yeah. I noticed this would happen because because the switch wasn't charging. Oh yeah, it's. I don't know if you've been keeping up on Discord or anything, but it's been a very long week. So, like I said, I'm just trying to get back into it, especially since I took off last week. I think it's just let's see if I can hit no. Yeah, I saw that kid, and I was going to join last night, but I was busy sitting in a hospital waiting room. Nothing bad happened, but we just had to go get a checkup, make sure everything was okay. It should be. It should be outputting to the capture card. Just just let me switch my monitor over and see if it's showing on the monitor. I don't think it will be, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, no, it's showing on the showing on my monitor. So that's correct. It's just not capturing it for some reason. So how is Bugsmax going? I know I thought it was going to be a super fun game to play, but I have to admit I haven't seen a ton of it. From what I saw, it looked kind of like food-based Pokemon with a body horror theme, but maybe that's not exactly accurate. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, you did DLC. Interesting. I didn't know they even had DLC out for it yet. That's cool. No, I'm all for games that people have fun with, getting more content. That's always awesome. Okay, there we go. I got it. The celery stick bug. Yeah. The game is a lot about you have to like determine like the series of events you have to cause to happen to make it where you can capture the bugs, right? Because they're all out doing their thing, and you kind of have to interrupt them or knock them out or whatever with creative little puzzle solving stuff, right? Pure madness. Yeah, sounds like it's everything. Oh, the stick bug wobble. That's a funny walk. I like. I've seen that before. That's funny. Okay. Can't remember what the hell the Elgato software is called. It's it's one of these damn things. There it is. I found it. You tickle, yeah, yeah. That was a meme at one point, wasn't it? Like a little video of the stick bug walking. I think it was anyway. Set to some kind of music. Okay, so that's fine. Let's see if I get into the game if it starts noticing it. Car is USB 3. Did I unplug it and would not realize it? No, it should be plugged in, and this is the cable I was using last time. I didn't do anything with that. Oh, you had never seen it before? Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's an older meme, but but yeah, I do remember it. Alrighty. Now for the deep dive. There we go. That did it. That done did do it. Okay. Oh, you guys couldn't hear it anyway. That's good. That's something at least. That should get you. That should get where you guys can hear it. That's a thought. Shit. Maybe that. Oh, you guys could hear that. Sorry. I had to add a new device and it maxed the fucking thing out for some reason. Sorry, Pooh. Sorry, everybody. I didn't. I had to add a whole new thing, and I didn't realize it was going to completely max you guys out. Okay, that didn't help. Okay, so I can hear it now. Barely, but I can hear it. Okay, so yeah, I had to. I understand how loud it had to have been for you guys because I have to for where it's at right now. It still might be a little too low. So right here is probably where I'll leave it unless it's too loud. You guys can let me know. It's I think it's down a little bit. It should be where I want it. So it's at negative 34 decibels right now. So it was at zero. It was at zero when you guys first heard it. So that should give you an indication of how loud it was. I have no idea why they felt like it needed to be quite that loud, but I guess that's just where we're at now. I love streaming software. It all just works so elegantly and super awesome together. Anywho, so yeah, I'm glad you guys have been enjoying Bugsnax. I hit a point myself where I'm being for my personal time, maybe not for streaming necessarily. I'm getting kind of pulled between a bunch of games at the moment. I want to play VHS more because it was pretty fun when I was playing it, and I like to get better at it. I'd also like to. I also have I'm in an alpha test for a Harvest Moon style MMO, and I want to get into that, dig into that, and be able to start providing feedback to them about how the game plays and stuff like that, and how, because the alpha testing is for getting feedback on game mechanics and stuff like that. And then also I got into recently because of people making like role play videos and movies of stuff. I'm interested in getting the X4 because I actually own it. I forgot I owned it, but I do. I got it on sale like a year back or something like that, and I thought X3 was fun, but it's a really involved game. It's a full out space sim, uh, so it's very complicated and in depth. It's just a matter of getting into it, and I think X4 makes getting into it easier. And Cult of the Lamb, yeah, Cult of the Lamb, definitely. I've got that on GOG. I bought that on GOG, the Cult edition, because I think it gives you new, different cult follower uh, skins and stuff like that. Yeah, Starbane, yeah. It should be an interesting game. I like the idea of it. Uh, they focus a lot on the social aspects and of course customizing your own farmhouse and things like that. But there, of course, to be an MMO, there's also quest systems to progress the story and all this stuff like that. So, okay. So, without further ado, um, I think all I'm trying to do is help out Emily with her cooking. And I think this is a good place to do it at. Maybe. We'll see.
Previously during the investigation.
I want to say that I think that previously shows from where I'm loading up, but I think that I have all the items. I think I have all the items to help Emily. I just need to.
Welcome.
I'll make arrangements.
Yeah, I think I have all the ingredients that I need. Let's see. I need a egg, an onion, country ham. Oh no, I didn't save it. I could have sworn I bought the hollandaise sauce and the country ham. Well, shoot. I am. Well, I guess I can just go to the milk barn and wait. Hopefully, they'll be selling it at this point in the game. If the fast travel system will work for once, which is not a guarantee. But anyway, yeah. How I've heard Cult of the Lamb. How I've heard people talk about Cult of the Lamb. They said it's like a Animal Crossing and Hades mix, which does appeal to me. That does check some boxes. One thing I do like thinking about this game. One thing I do like as far as games are concerned that I don't have the itch scratched often enough about is trying to get, how do I phrase it, minion games like Pikmin or Overlord, the Overlord series. where you basically are building up like an army and you send the army out to do stuff for you. Oh wow, 5% gas, you say? I don't think I can get to the gas station on that. Yeah, Starbane, yeah.
Zach, is there something here that you
based
understand?
on based
We need
on
to
what
be at the community center by 1500 today.
based on what
Talking in front of all those people.
uh,
What do you think, Zach?
creepypastas you've
It's
been
gonna make
reading,
it fun.
based on what creepypastas you've been reading, you Tom Nook is already doing a Satan cult type stuff. Overlord was awesome, but you only played the second. Yeah, yeah. The second one was just like the first one, but just everything way better designed. So yeah, they're both very similar games. The user experience on the second one is just way better. You know, I saw Tom Nook as more of an Italian mobster. Yeah, that's the other way to go with it. Of course, he definitely acts like one, right? With all this talk about, you know, all the stuff you owe him and crap. It's like, you owe me, man.
Zach, picking up from where we left off, tremors.
He is pretty sneaky about that debt that you owe him as well. He kind of sneaks it up on you, and you don't know what's going to happen before you actually show up. At least in the early games. I think in the later games, like with the newest one where you're on the island and stuff, he's upfront about it. But I remember in the original games, it was very surprising. Like, you just showed up and he's like, "Hey, I built a house for you," and you're like, "Oh, well, thanks." He's like, "Yeah, and now you owe me tons of money." It's like, wait a minute, there, Nook man, the Nookster. That I don't know that we had that agreement. You can't do something for me and then ask for money for it. That is a very mob like behavior. Let's go check out the guns. Oh, it's closed. Oh wait, there's I remember there's a reason businesses close. Oh, it's not late enough, I don't think, actually, for him. I think he opens later. Huh. Telling him option a Tanuki suit? Yeah. Do you know, I honestly did not know that uh, the animal Tanuki was an actual thing for a long, long time. I thought it was like a just like a mythical creature type situation, but it's an actual breed of raccoon. Oh, why does Mario turn to stone? I honestly don't know. That's a good question. He turns into some kind of monk or something when he turns into the stone statue too. I'm not sure how the monks and the Tanukis come together. Has nothing to do with the animal. Yeah, probably not. I think they're just they just did some weird shit with Mario. But they needed the costume had to be functional so that you would want to use it, but also be super cute. So they had to go with Tanuki. Plus, because it reused the normal raccoon model for a good large portion, right? And that's important. Reusing assets, you need that. Darkness will be on tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, nice shot. Nice shot. Bullseye.
Food? No. Yeah, yeah. Tanuki are. I think Tanuki are along the lines of like the red panda. I think. I'm not 100% though. I could be wrong. Oh, Pompoko is a weird movie. Okay, they just have a shovel here for some reason. Hey, Sally.
Ugh.
Gathering all of the intel. I'm kind of hoping I can buy some food.
Hey.
I mean, it's a bar. You should be able to get some food. Yeah, there we go. See, spicy tacos. Jambalaya. Yeah, gotta have jambalaya.
Mm.
You don't remember watching it? I don't remember watching it either. But that's only because I didn't watch it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm. Mm.
But yeah, if it's a weird type of movie, I might enjoy it. I believe that's a picture of Larry Bird. Hmm. Oh, my wife and I have been watching The Sandman with our daughter. That's a good show. I'm having it's real cool. I like Neil Gaiman's work in general though. He he writes I like his world building and the way he designs his fiction. As far as his books are concerned, if you should read American Gods and Neverwhere. if you haven't. They're very, very fun books. It's on Netflix. Yeah, Netflix is where it's on. Hey man, you gotta shapeshift that somehow. So does that mean that the lady Tanuki can't shapeshift? Or is there just not any lady Tanuki?
Hi there.
Let's try and get all of our stuff. If I can. Oh, thank God. Okay, hollandaise sauce. We need the country ham. I think I had to eat them for something, maybe. Maybe that was my issue. I had to end up eating them for one reason or another. Females shapeshift, they just don't turn their scrotums into parachutes. Fair enough. We only get one turkey sandwich, everyone. Okay, let's make double check. I have everything I need. Let's see, onion, egg, country ham, hollandaise sauce. Yes. That is everything. Now we just have to wait until it's both nighttime and raining. Isn't that fun? THQ Nordic's digital showcase? I have not. I didn't know they were announcing anything. Doesn't sound like I missed a ton, but I didn't know. No. The only thing I know is Gamescom. Gamescom is later this month, towards the end of the month. I think it's 20th, 26th or something like that. I can't remember. '23rd to '28th. Okay, so I was trying to remember the date range because I got a bunch of funnily enough, I got a bunch of invitations to game a bunch of invitations to sit on game reveals, but I'm not going to Europe, so it's kind of hard for me to go to Gamescom.
Now, Joel Gray's daughter.
Splatoon. Yeah, it is a fun game. I will give it that. Is there infinite food here? There is not. Well, shoot. If there's not infinite food, you just can't. Oh, this isn't a breakable fence. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, I probably should have seen if they had if they would do it digitally, but I'd imagine that I just assumed that wasn't an option. But I did get notifications about a couple of interesting looking games that they're going to be showing off, so might be worth watching at the very least. It happens, boo. It happens. Sorry, I didn't have my map pulled up. That's on me. Okay, so if I just turn around and go back to the milk barn. Okay. I can do that. There's a bunch of publishers missing the Gamescom this year. Okay. I don't know.
I've been thinking about what movie I'd like to watch
The
next.
the invitation I was getting was more from independent game developers, so nobody like none of like the big names or anything like that, but just independent developers trying to get people to come in and check their stuff out. Everyone playing Splatoon or Animal Crossing. Yeah, maybe we can we'll have to like get that set up on the Discord or something. I think you can do if we wanted like a shared view or something. I think there's a way to do that, but I'd have to look into it. You know, I'm talking about like actually having it where the video people can check out as actually like a shared thing where everyone's kind of streaming to the same place and you can switch between the views for everybody. I think that I know there's a way to do that, but I'm not 100% how easy that is to set up. Oh shit! I front flipped the car. Wow, that takes talent. What about Raid Shadow Legends? Raid Shadow Legends doesn't need Gamescom to advertise. They have their YouTube videos. And his name was John Cena. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. To be honest, though, well, I say that, but if even if Raid, for some god-forsaken reason, wanted to advertise on my stuff, I'm not sure that I would actually do it. I guess it would depend on how much money it is, but like I don't have any great I don't have any great desire to advertise for them. which is weird because I think I've talked about it once or twice, but I like I play on my own time. I play gotcha games, but I would never advertise them to people. Uh, I I think uh, the way the games are designed are dangerous for people with certain uh, spending habits. I'm trying to figure out a diplomatic way to say it. Uh, People who get addicted to gambling and spending and trying to achieve hit 100% in the game or whatever. Gotcha games are uh, incredibly dangerous. So I would never advertise them for people. It's I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't consider it uh, morally responsible, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, because of Diablo Immortal, I've gotten a little sick of hearing everybody say like, "Well, it's a mobile game. That's just how mobile games are." It's like, no, man, you shouldn't continue to get shit on just because there's a tradition of being shit on. Like, that's not a good enough reason to do something. Uh, the excuse of like, well, that's just how we've always done it is never a good reason for things. Oh, oh, I thought I'd be able to get into her house to teach her to cook, but I guess it does have to be raining, which is unfortunate. Mobile game market's so huge with microtransactions. Yeah, it gets ridiculous. There's a certain point where it gets ridiculous. I like the pricing model for games like that in theory. I like the idea that everyone can play for free and can everyone can play the game for free and everyone have a good time and experience the game at least for the most part. You'll never go be in the top echelons if you don't spend to buy some stuff, but you can at least play the game and kind of have a good time with it and stuff. But and basically what you're doing is you're subsidizing the game. You have a small handful of people who are funding the bulk of everyone else's gameplay. And of course, the people who are doing that, they need some kind of compensation because you need somebody to you need it to be worthwhile to fund your game, But the sheer amount of spending you can do in those games is completely insane. I think that there should be some kind of upper limit to how much money in total you can throw at a game, and mobile games do not have any of that. They're like all the time, infinite number of $100 packs that you can buy, and every week they're adding a new thing to collect and all this stuff, and they try to hide it. They try to hide how much you're spending under a pile of like 15 different currencies, and like at some point all becomes too much. Like they just want too much. Yeah, yeah, and there is of course the pay to win aspect, and the pay to win aspect only matters for uh the pay to win aspect only really matters for how to say it, if there's a lot of PvP, I guess, or competitions against other players. If you understand what I'm saying. like if it's all single player PVE content where you're just playing against the creatures in the game or whatever, that kind of stuff is all like, yeah, sure, uh, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, like in Diablo Immortal is pure pay to win. You can't clear content unless you buy. You can't clear content like everyone else can, even in PVE, unless you spend money. And if you're in PvP, there is no way in God's name you will ever be the person who's paying as a free player. It is not going to happen. Oh, Jesus, kitten. Yeah, go to sleep. Jeez. I feel you on that. It's rough staying up that late. Yeah, Diablo's in an unfortunate situation. I don't know what. I don't think it's redeemable. I don't think you can save it.
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
It's too fucked. The very core of the game design is based around being just completely shady and as awful as possible about spending. And everyone's like, well, you know, if the whales are stronger than the free players, then, you know, eventually, if as you're playing PvP, you know, your rankings will separate out, and you know, all the top ranks will be whales, and all the bottom ranks will be free players, and then the free players won't play against the whales, you know. And in theory, that sounds reasonable, and that sounds like how it would work, but that's not going to be how it works. They don't. There is no benefit to having the whale versus whale combat in these games. That's not how it works. What you want is for your whales to play against non-whales that they could beat the ever living shit out of and feel super powerful doing it. So they're always going to pair non-whales with whales. No matter what your rank difference is, it's always going to happen. Because that's what the game companies want. They want the free players playing against the paid players to see how powerful the paid players are in order to either entice them or frustrate them into paying. Yes, Starving, yeah. Tencent made a game that's a complete ripoff of Diablo on the mobile device. So then Blizzard paid Tencent, or I forget if it was Tencent or if they were just a publisher, but yeah, basically paid Tencent to turn their Diablo clone into Diablo by just giving them a bunch of Diablo 3 assets and saying, "Here, make a game." It's Diablo Immortal is just a reskin of the game that was just a ripoff of their game. It's a whole fucking Russian nesting doll of a game iteration. It's almost that way, Vampire Null. Not quite, but almost. Hey, Emily, you're still in your work clothes. Usually you're changed into casual wear by now. Don't mind the flies. They're just here to observe your cooking. We shall let them eat first, and if they die from eating it, then we definitely won't eat it.
Good.
Really? I'm trying to make a meatloaf this time.
A meatloaf.
Oh, God.
Nice.
I hate meatloaf.
That's a basic dish for every household.
Yep, my mother
hate
cooks it
meatloaf
pretty
so
often,
much.
Too. Would you like to give it a taste?
Again? Well, I can...
Don't worry, I've done the poison testing already, and I made something pretty tasty last time, didn't I?
Emily,
Not really, no.
We should do this another time.
So, I like that. York is desperately trying not to eat what she's cooking.
So, how's it taste?
Emily, I have to admit this one is hard to comment on. One can insert it into their mouth, that much is certain. But I'm not sure if the human digestive system can handle this and digest it. Oh, come now, Emily, no need to get depressed. It's just like last time. We just need to identify the missing ingredient, and that might turn today's cooking into a tasty dish.
So, what is it this time?
I'm thinking a vegetable. one that becomes
Oh,
sweeter.
that's right. I have
A
onion.
sweet
Onion.
vegetable? I have no idea.
Then Zach and I will bring it to you like last time.
Okay, I'll keep trying by myself too.
I like how they describe an onion as a sweet vegetable. Is onion supposed to be sweet? Do you guys consider onions to be sweet? I guess I don't eat enough of them to know.
Emily, the answer is onion.
With
Onion?
brackets. Yes, brackets. At least she said it right. Onion with brackets around it. When you caramelize them? Yeah, but that's just caramelization, though. Caramelizing anything makes it sweet, doesn't it? Onions do turn
The
sweet when
meatloaf is
cooked or fried.
finished.
Interesting.
And it
Actually,
tastes good.
actually, the big pieces
It
of
really
onion
is
is the
good,
reason
isn't
why I
it?
don't like meatloaf.
Probably good enough to sell.
Emily, this certainly tastes good. But if I were you, I wouldn't quit my job to become a cook just yet. It'll be a tough career move.
You think so? I'd like to get other people's opinions too.
I can't recommend that. I'm trying to be polite about this, you know.
Then you should stick to being polite until we finish eating.
But I think with my
Can't
issue
believe
too,
You're the only person I have to eat this fine meal
you
with.
have to cook the onion in the
Search
meat
for
properly,
ingredients for
and
her.
I think the ones I've had they
Cooking.
didn't do that.
We even went as far as to praise the taste.
They didn't caramelize them.
And yet she still gets angry. Are all women this way? Do they all just snap like this? Either way, I can't figure her out.
Agent York.
And plus, I
I'm
think
sorry
my
if
issue
got a
is
little emotional on you.
I
But
like
I'm glad I was able to
I
make
I
you
don't
feel more
it's not that I
today.
don't like the flavor of onion. Industrial waste. Oh God, yeah.
I know this
That
isn't
her
much,
cooking is
but
industrial waste. I like that. It's fun.
please, I want you to have it.
But what was I saying? I don't like big pieces of onion. Like the flavor of onion is fine to me. But like I like onion powder, you know, where it's been ground up and just added for flavor. I really do not like pieces of onion, and people don't usually chop up their onions very well. Yeah, I've seen people eat like just bite into onion like they're apples, and it's like, ugh, my God, Jesus Christ, man, well, come on. They're like, you know, raw food's good for you. It's like, I don't know about all that, man. Yeah, there's a big I don't know if you've ever talked to him, but there's a big raw food movement. People think raw food is the way to go with everything. I don't know how they eat. Raw food's disgusting. I don't really like anything raw. Well, not most. I don't like most things raw. At least not by themselves. I can eat carrots with some kind of dipping sauce, whether it's a caramel or ranch or something like that. But a lot of foods I have to have them cooked to eat them. Chopping onions. There's supposedly a secret to chopping up onions without getting teary eyed, but I can't remember what it is. I think you have to cut. I think you cut one of the ends off, or don't cut the end off, and chop it up, and then do something like that. I can't remember what it is. There's some secret to how you cut them up to make it where you don't tear up, but like I said, I can't recall what it is. Sticking your tongue out. Interesting. I would have never thought to do that. Brown onions? I'm not sure. I think there's certain brands of onions, obviously, that are worse than others. I think the red ones are the worst. Anyway. You talked about, God damn it. You talked about indie games becoming more popular. I think it's because people want to play games that have been worked on by people who actually enjoy the video game and stuff like that. And I think with too many of the big AAA companies, you know, they have whole giant teams working on the game, and for most of those people, it's just a paycheck that they're collecting. You know, they have no passion for it. They're just doing it to get their paycheck for the month, and that's never a good thing. Where's the nearest location I can sleep? Fuck. Yeah, okay. I picked a bad chapter. I picked a bad chapter, guys. Sorry. It sounds like I'm gonna have to go through the whole community center thing here. I forgot that's what it was. So that's on me. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, indie games are usually being made because the people who are working on them actually care and are passionate about it, and it's easier to be passionate about what you're doing when you know, there's not like a huge team and it's real personal to you. Like it's kind of makes that aspect of the game creation process like way more personal. You're way more invested because you're way more invested because you know, it's kind of, you kind of treat it as your baby. You're treat it as your baby, you know. Which was I guess that's the way I think about projects, but that kind of thinking actually got me into some trouble. Well, not into trouble, but it kind of killed one thing that I was trying to do before it even started. But I will as York sleeps, I will change into a new suit, and then I'll take my break. Everything should be clean. It will be hearts. The hearts suit. Looking fancy. Landlady's raising rent. Ugh. That's some bullshit. It's happening to everybody, you know. It's unfortunate. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with that stuff myself. I own my home, so no rent for me. We can always rent more if you want, Boo. Or sorry, Wendigos. We can always rent more if you want. I'd like to hear other people's input, of course. Uh, and hello, Wolfer. Yeah, we're trying to make Emily. We're trying to make Emily a master chef. It's going okay. She's not taking criticism very well, but that's to be expected. And yeah, I was going to make sure my wife is okay. I'll probably cut today a little short, because I'm not feeling up to snuff myself, unfortunately. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying, guys. I promise. I'm trying. I just can't do it. Yeah, I'm just having a. I want to get Emily to Master Chef status at the very least. Yeah, well, you better watch it. I think all the ladies are out of the stream right now, Wolfer, so you're safe. Also, I like to clarify. We were making fun of cracker prices before. Turns out that's the price for 4 crackers. So now it's not so bad, right? $35 for 4 crackers. It's not so bad. Let's see, what time is it? It's 11, and I have to be there between 1500 and 1700. So is there like a sleep for 4-hour option? 3 hours, even better. No, yeah, yeah. Well, for it's definitely not a price, a good price. But it's not as insane, right? Oh man. So that's something I'm struggling with too. I should mention. Is what for after this game, because I think I'm coming towards the end of this game. I'm getting pretty close to it at the very least. Give me a sec. No haunting noises. My my wife fell in the shower, so I had to go make sure she was okay. She's all right, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, it's all good. Ooh. I forget what I was talking about. I was talking about something. Yeah. Oh yeah, next game after this one. I'm not 100% on what to do, honestly. I've got obviously I have a multitude of games and things to look at. It sounds to me like Kittens has been taking care of Bug Snacks on a Discord server, so so that game's getting played. Uh, but I think we got Cult of the Lamb is coming out, and honestly I need kind of a shortish game because all those games are coming out towards the end of the year. That all those horror games are coming out towards the end of the year. You know, Ill and oh god, what the hell is that other game's name? I just remember there's ton of horror games coming out, and need to make sure that I'm freed up for when they come out because I would like to cover them. To record it and post the VODs. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how the VODs work when you stream.
By 1500 today.
I'm not sure how the VODs work when you stream in front of on Discord or whatever. How long is Cult of the Lamb? I don't know, honestly. That's my concern as well. I'm not sure how long of a game that is. I think it's pretty short, but it's also got a bunch of like city building or base building options and stuff like that. So I think there's and they said it's like a cross between Hades and it's a cross between Hades and Animal Crossing. So there's obviously probably going to be like a huge amount of replay and replayability and stuff to it. So yeah, I'm not sure. D4 and the Mortuary Assistant. Yeah, Mortuary Assistant for sure. Yeah, I need to get to that game. But I wasn't sure how long that was. If that was long enough, too long for an evening stream, or if it needed to be on like the week. If it's short enough to be an evening stream in the week, or whether we needed to make it like a weekend stream thing.
So,
And D4, I know you've told me what that was before, but I can't for the life of me keep in my head what the hell D4 is. Oh, Dark Dreams Don't Die. It's like a mystery game or something, right? Episodic graphical adventure video game. Oh, Mortuary Assistant is meant to be played multiple times. Okay, so yeah, maybe it could be like a weekend thing then. Okay. I get you. That reminds me. Later today, I'll probably record the other two endings for No One. The other two endings for No One Lives Under the Lighthouse.
You soldier, if you want.
so I can make a video. Make a video for that.
You've got quite. Hey,
I scratched the episode I like from D4. There's only 2. Microsoft canceled the game. Oh no, that's not good. That sucks. I hate when a story like that is canceled in the middle of it. It's the great tragedy of the Sonic the Hedgehog show. We only ever got the first season. I'm not talking about the one with Jaleel White, and then I'm talking about the one that was on ABC. That was a fine cartoon.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was.
ID4 on sale because you'll never get the full game. Yeah, I wonder for all the poor bastards who got, if they sold like a season pass or something for all the DLC. I wonder, or releases. I wonder if anybody got like the money back or something, or some kind of compensation if they had like a season pass for that game, which I'm sure they did. It's like pre-order and get all the DLC. Like, well, yeah, you know, it did not didn't necessarily happen there. Trying to remember what the best one of these chapters to go to is. I need to. I should look that up actually before I go hopping in anywhere, because I know some of the quests can't. Some of the quests can't be done on certain chapters, so I should make sure that I'm going to a chapter where we can actually do Emily's cooking thing. Four, six, eight, 7, 8. There we go. Yeah, 7's good, because 7's just going out and eating with them at the diner. Okay, we'll do that.
Previously during the investigation.
You're fangirling about Hold the Lamb. No, no, no. It looks like a super interesting game to me. I liked Hades, obviously. I like
All right then, let's do that.
I like Hades.
Or
I
direct
like
back to the
Animal
hotel.
Crossing quite a
You
lot.
decide, Zach.
Like those kind of like city or base building type of stuff. I love that stuff. It's so fun to me to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, so and combine those two together seems interesting. I've seen someone play through the demo of Cult of the Lamb, and just the way it works seems super cool to me. I'm trying to think. Where the hell am I? No, I'm trying to find. Damn it! I'm trying to find Emily and George's houses. I think they're down here. No, that's Emily's house right there. So I need to leave here and take a left. Okay. Yep. Cult of the Lamb looks neat. It does, yeah. Yeah, it looks super cool. I think it would be a fine game to play. Don't bother with the Klee edition, aside from maybe the art book. That's not worth it. Yeah, I got the I haven't for Cult of the Lamb. I even got the Cultists edition, just because I don't think it adds like a ton to the game itself, but it adds a bunch of cool looking skins for your followers and stuff like that, and I think it adds a bunch of alternate art stuff. But
Zach, we can take a rest if you're tired.
yeah, all in, yeah. You know, it cost me a whole extra couple dollars. Did I go the wrong way? I did. God dang it. Hate the fucking map in this game. It's so awful. The map in this game is the worst. I don't know whose decision it was in the design committee to have the world map rotate with you when you change directions, but that person should be fired. You should never design the game again. At least as long as you still think that was a good decision. It is a god awful thing to have your points of reference constantly shifting. Like you can't establish anything that way. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you've played it, Woofer. If you know what it is, but I got I got into watching videos for X4 because I liked X3 and I was like, oh, they made a new one of that, didn't they? So I went and started watching some videos X4 and said, hey, this looks pretty cool. This looks like what I wanted No Man's Sky to be. So I went to go and buy it, and I was like, hey, I already own it. I apparently bought it like a year ago when it was on sale. So, I was going to try to play that in my free time at least. Not to stream or make videos of or anything, but just to play on my own time because I don't think it would be interesting to watch. If I heavily edited it, it would be something cool, but just in live in real time, I don't think it would be a good thing to watch. That's just me. Mega Man X4? Oh no, just X4. The reason they call it that is because the tagline for the game is a bunch of words that have X in them. I think it's like explore. What is it? I think the game is named X4, but there's it's like a genre too. It's explore, exploit, expand, something else. It's it's Universe Simulator, yeah, but the X all stand for something because of all the aspects of the game. At least they were doing that for X3. Yeah, trade, fight, build, and think. So they had a bunch of X's that were the words for that. because I had X3 Reunion, which was I think the like the collectors, no, not the collectors, but like the initial release. I can't find what the acronyms for that was, but I do remember there was a whole thing. Yeah, it was like a bunch of X word things. You hope you can still capture X pilots and sell them to slavery? I'm not sure about that. The guy I was watching was doing more of a legit character run, not doing any of the criminal stuff that you can do. So I'm not sure how deep that gets. He was building like you can build your own bases and stuff, and then operate from those bases. And he was building himself a trade empire, which is something you can do. You can build a trade empire where you own like a fleet of ships, and they're all going out and doing trade routes and buying and selling and doing all that stuff. Isn't X4 used for strategy games like Civ or Stellaris? Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, was the game series like adopted. I think the X4 thing or whatever. I'm not sure if their name and their game series name came first, or if it was the genre name that did. But one way or the other, they had their name and what that acronym stands for as a game genre. It means the same thing. Wow, we lucked out. We can just head straight on down to Emily's house. As long as she doesn't leave before we get there, I guess. Actually, let's see if I can't get a fast travel point to something a little bit closer. Let's see. Her house is close to the milk barn, the gunsmith, the gas station, the Swery 65. Yeah, the gas station's close. We'll go to the gas station. Yeah, we got the radio, but it's I remember we couldn't figure out how the hell the fucking thing actually works, because every single chapter it has different fast travel points, and it doesn't seem like the fast travel points make any sense in the context of the game as a whole. Like what's going on in the chapter, it makes no sense. What the hell? Oh, they're close because it's raining. Hopefully, I'm close enough to where I can just drive this over there and get there. I buy cargo ships when you get them for free. True. That's the run I want to do. I want to do a bandit / smuggler kind of run, because you can be a smuggler, because there's a bunch of trade goods and stuff that are contraband. So you have to find like the black market to sell them at, because the legit markets, the government will arrest you for trying to sell the contraband. So there's like a whole smugglers thing that you can do. And you can just be a bandit and just raid other people's trade caravans. Yeah, you can just raid other people's trade caravans and stuff. So yeah. It's a big old universe sim game basically, but compared to X3, this one looks, like I said, compared to X3, X4 seems like it's way more intuitive how to interact with it and do stuff in it, and the graphics are obviously insanely good on this new one. It looks very good, so from a graphical standpoint. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I tried playing X3 for a long time, but eventually at some point, the systems in X3 were the interaction with all of them was so weird that it made it super hard to get into. But this new one, X4, it looks like the systems are more straightforward, so it shouldn't be as difficult to get into. This is my hope. Clean up your inventory, son. Throw away the baits. You tried Empyrean not long ago? It feels too asset flippy. That's unfortunate. That's the hard part, is especially when it comes to those sandbox style games. Like my requirements for that to be fun seem like they're so niche and weird that I don't know that it's like am I the only person who wants this to be a thing? Is everybody else just does nobody else actually want a game that's like this, so they never make one? I don't think so. I like Rune Factory and stuff like that, so I don't think my tastes are that far in left field. Speaking of which, there's a new Rune Factory game too. Oh my god. No, but yeah, that kind of base building and city building stuff like that has always been something that's super fascinating to me. I forget if I may have mentioned this in the past, but there's a game. Wait, Fort. There's a game. Breath of not Breath of the Wild, Breath of Fire. I'm up there for a second. Breath of Fire, and it's just another RPG series on the Super Nintendo. At least the first ones were, and it's like it was a fine game. It was the combat systems and the party systems were all real great, but Breath of Fire 2 really caught my attention because there was this location in the game called Township, and it starts out as like this location where it's like a rundown mansion basically, and you have to hide there from the authorities. You have to hide your friend that's been framed from the authorities there, and and over the course of the game, you build it up and stuff like that. And as you build it up, you select like the carpenters that you want to build the city, so it affects the aesthetics of the city. And then you have to, and then from there you build up the town and add more and more buildings to it, and eventually, like there's NPCs littered out throughout the entire game, and over time you recruit them to the city, and based on who you recruit to the city, you'll have different shops and different gameplay things that you can do at your township city. And that was just super awesome to me, figuring out all the different NPCs that you could invite and what all they did, because that's how you got some of the ultimate weapons in the game, was based on who you invited to the town. Yeah, Starbrain. Yeah. Obviously, I like action games too. I mean, I'm playing this. I played Elden Ring and had a good time with it and stuff like that. And I love the Zelda games and stuff. But yeah, sometimes I just want to sit down and do like a sim game. Yeah, just sit back and try to min max and make these big grandiose plans of how to build up my city and build. It's all about building something of your own. Before we go anywhere, let's make sure Emily is at her house. She is. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the only thing in the game that needs the D-pad to navigate. Everything else you can use a thumbstick, but this one has to be the D-pad. So fucking weird. What you need is a stream of Settlers of Catan. We could, yeah. If you guys ever wanted to do multiplayer games on stream with each other, we could do Settlers of Catan. There's a whole free system on itch.io, I think, that does it. Or you can just get Tabletop Simulator on Steam. That they have Settlers of Catan on that as well. Yeah, definitely Woofer. I mean, that's the dream, right? No, but that's like oh, what was it? The Black and White series. I liked a bit. I liked them. I liked them a lot, but the game mechanics after a while got tedious and boring, and you stopped playing it. But the opening tutorial section in the first Black and White was really fun. Black and White 2 was a little bit better overall, but those are Pete Molyneux games, so you have to, you know, you have to expect a little bit of poor game design. Unfortunately, I hate to say that about good old Pete, but he makes interesting game design decisions on occasion. But yeah, those God Sim kind of things, so that's very fun. Basically where it's open ended and you can get to make choices and decisions about everything. A little bit of lies too. Oh no, not a little bit of lies, like a giant pile of lies. He is the lie king. The thing that with the thing with him though is I don't know that I don't think that he's being malicious with it. I think he desperately. Are you shadowboxing in the mirror, Emily? You auditioning to be in Street Fighter? Yeah, make sure your hair looks good after you did that. You don't want your hair to be messed up. Yeah, Peter Molyneux. Yeah, I don't think he does it maliciously. I think he desperately wants all these things that he says to be true, and he desperately tries to make them all happen, but they're not possible, so they end up not happening. You know.
Can't remember? It's something you want to cook, right?
Well, that's the thing. It's something my father made for me once, a long time ago. My mother was sick, so he had to cook.
I just noticed the
only
giant
time
butcher
before-
knife stuck in the wall
remember how it
over her
tasted,
sink.
and I wanted to make the same dish, but no luck. I also remember what it looked like, but I have no idea what was in it.
And you still decided that you'd give it a try anyways. Amazing. Most people would give up without even trying, Emily.
Do you have a problem with this? Okay,
Yes.
so I was nostalgic
You
and
don't know how to
emotional,
cook.
but I wanted to give it a try.
I'm sorry. I need to watch my mouth.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Who am I to comment on your private issues?
The
I'll make up for it.
my
by
learning
watching a little bit of
process
my
for
DVDs.
the fact
You
that
will?
Peter Molyneux is a
Of
giant
course.
liar is
This'll make a
was
nice
when
break
Fable
from the
came out.
investigation for me. Now then, what kind of dish was it?
I'm not sure how many of you guys remember that far back,
Placed on top of an English muffin.
but he
Some kind of
the hype
sauce
around
on
Fable
a yellow
was
sauce.
huge, and he made a
learned it from
lot of
diner folks
promises.
where he worked in New York.
So a New York style yellow sauce. Do you remember anything else?
Well, there were two things on the muffins. Something chewy and salty, and something soft with two colors.
Okay then, Emily, I think I know what you're talking about. I'll go and
Yeah,
look for the
but especially back
ingredients.
then, like the things he was trying to
Try to remember
promise, like it just wasn't
Sounds like a
possible
plan.
to
Well, then,
program a
let's
game to do
try
those things.
Recreate this taste from her past.
Unfortunately, it's that's what it is, guys. He's a how was it phrased in Iron Man? He's a visionary, but he's limited by the technology of his time.
Emily, here's one.
Yep, that's a salty and chewy, some country ham.
This is definitely right. We're getting closer to how it tasted.
Great.
Yellow sauce and
Emily,
Hollandaise.
here's another one.
I've never had hollandaise sauce. It's supposed to be really good, but I've never had it.
this is great. Now this is getting close. One more step and we'll be there. Only one more ingredient, something soft and two-colored. It's like a dripping liquid
Well,
before he
I
fried it
can't-
up, I think.
I can't agree. I can't agree to that, Woofer. I'd get canceled. Mama Susan would kick me off of YouTube if I agreed to that.
Emily, here's another one.
The phone, yeah. Well, I mean, there's definitely a pattern for sure.
This is it. That's exactly what it tasted like.
Eggs Benedict.
Huh.
The name of this dish. It's a popular breakfast dish in Louisiana. Your father was quite a chef then.
What do you mean?
This is much harder to make than it looks, Emily. You have to bring it to the table with all the ingredients at the same temperature. And that requires preparation, timing, and skill. You'd have to be pretty good at these three things to make a really good Eggs Benedict.
Really? I never thought of him as a skilled
Was Joan
chef.
d'Arc French?
I haven't talked to him for ages. We've been kind of separated. I wonder what he's doing now.
Yeah, so Rain, Fahrenheit got a little off the rails in the second half for sure. Oh, she was. Interesting.
Do you have his number?
I think so. Probably stuck in the old picture album.
Emily, just interrupt me if I'm out of line here, but I'd like to tell you how I like to think about these things. People develop their own personality through interaction with other people. Whether they like it or not, that's how it
Yeah.
happens.
We are all affected by those
I don't
around
know
us.
anything about the past between you and your father, but the fact is, you enjoyed making something that he cooked for you. He's a big part of your past, which means he's part of you. That's normal, and you have nothing to be ashamed of. So why don't you give him a call?
A lot of people don't notice it when it happens, but
I
if
don't
you're
know what
around
to
a bunch of
say.
people who speak in this with a certain accent,
talk
you
about the
often
recipe.
adopt
be a
that
place to
accent as
start.
well. That's the most obvious sign of how other people
Thank
around you affect you.
York. I'll give him a call after you leave. I don't want you standing over my shoulder for this.
Okay, good.
Here, take this.
Yeah, the
This
fly
is
the
for
flies add to
helping
the
me with my
ambiance.
cooking today, and for everything else.
Oh, okay. See, that's the thing, Woofer. I had Joan d'Arc on the wrong other side of the conflict. That's what I was thinking. I thought she was with the British side, but she was with the French side. Okay, that's why I give her all the watching all the movies and her being English. Long last sweater doll. Yeah, Boo. Uh, the accent thing affects other people differently, but it hit my wife. Is most notorious for that. My wife likes doing voices anyway, but if she's around her parents a lot, her southern accent will start coming out. And after we've been watching a bunch of like British shows like Bridgerton or something like that, she'll start having a little bit of a light British accent to her speech. I have to point out to her, be like, okay, you're being very British right now. The doll suggests rain. Okay, so now apparently that regenerates our health while it's raining. So yeah, Weather Doll. We helped Emily become a master chef and gave her some insight about her father. So good for her. Yeah. And that's the thing too is you don't really notice it when when your manner of speech shifts and stuff like that. You unless you're like really looking into it, you very rarely ever notice that you're doing it. I'm just cycling through everyone to see if there's any quest. Oh, whoa! What's this? There's a quest out here in the middle of fucking nothing. The forest park. Oh, it's fishing when it's raining, isn't it? That's what it is. Britishness starts to become a problem when you lift your pinky while holding things. I actually do that with some things, Woofer. Like any cup that has any cup that's like a mug that has like a little like finger handle thing on the side, you know, like any kind of mug. That's all I can say. I will do that sometimes without realizing it. So what's the best way to get there? I think coming up here is. Yeah, it's too late for me. Go on without me. It's too late. So we've never gone fishing before in this game. I honestly don't remember how the mini game for this works, but I do remember the song. I hope everyone likes whistling. Standard fishing rod? Wait for the right time to get a big hit. If your line breaks, you will lose a bait. Yeah, like most things in this game, it's gonna be awesome. Was I supposed to hit a button at some point, or there's supposed to be like a prompt or something to tell you that you need to push the button, right? Yeah, just take it easy, guys. Just relax. You know, we're all just chilling, fishing. Don't have any beer. I got iced coffee though. So that's fine. Yeah, they want this game. They wanted the fishing in this game to be as close to real life fishing as possible. So you have to sit here forever and nothing that happens, and then you never catch any fish. Oh, I forgot it's a slot. I forgot it's a slot machine. And if you get Emily, you lose. Shocked Emily means you lose. We got a can, everyone. Hell yeah. Victory. You caught a garbage. A garbage. We caught a garbage. So it's just a matter of learning like how many spaces out it needs to be when you hit the button. Basically. No! Shoot. That should have stopped on time. I hit the button just a little too late. Some Sega Bass style fishing gameplay. Yeah, no. Yeah, it would have been cool if they had like an actual like you know, mechanic like a lot of other games that have fishing in them where you have to fight the fish and stuff like that instead of it being like a roulette wheel that you spin. You know. But I think like we discussed in the past, they were under a lot of time crunch on this game. Why did this stop after 2? What the? They're in like a huge time crunch on this game, so it took a lot. Like they had all these things they wanted to do, and they had very little time to do it in. So that's just how it goes, guys. That's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, I can kind of see the issue with this though is there was an element of understanding the game mechanics to it, I suppose, but there's also like a luck element that kind of can lead to some feels bads. Like that. Like last time it stopped after 2. This time it stopped after Emily. I mean after 3. We're landing on Emily this time. Like you see, like there's a small degree of skill to it, but there's also like a lot of luck. It seems, which is kind of unfortunate. It would have been nicer if it was more in your control. What the hell the result of the fishing was. Do you know what I mean? Present. We got a present. Woo! Big time winner. We caught Jim Green. What were you doing in the river, Jim Green? You shouldn't be in there. I'm trying to fish. Stop eating my bait. Stop eating my bait, you weird ass bastard. We caught the shiny fish. The shiniest of fish.
Now if the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit tumble and divey, say mares eat oats and does eat oats and
That
little
fish was
lambs
huge.
eat pie.
I only see something like that in the countryside. I bet I'll need a better rod to reel that monster in.
Yep.
We need to find
Stupid
someone who
dog!
knows more
You
about
made me
fishing
look
here.
bad.
Stupid dog. Stupid dog. How dare you? Which one was this? 13. Legendary Tabitha. Borrow a legendary fishing rod from Jim. Where you at, Jim? Can I get to him from here? I wonder if his house will be open. Hopefully it will be. We'll see. Yeah, thank you, bud. I probably won't do that, but it's good to have the reminder, I suppose. Jim, give me your fishing rod, you old bastard. Or I'll punch you and break your hip and take it from you. It's your choice, old man. We do it the hard way or the hard way.
Can I ask you something?
I have nothing to say if it's about murders, victims, and killers.
No, it's about something else. About fishing.
Fishing?
I saw a behemoth-sized fish in the river. A real whopper.
Did you catch it?
Oh, no. It was far too strong for my line. It ripped the lure right off.
Yeah, just as I thought. No human would be able to catch her, at least not that easily.
You know the fish I'm talking about?
She has a
Her name
name.
is Tabitha. She's been protecting the peace of the river for many years now.
Tabitha.
She's a special one. Probably some kind of king salmon. A variant or a mix of something. She's been seen in these parts for over a decade now. A normal king salmon would only live about 7 years, of course.
Are you
There's no
sure
real
she's not dying
explanation
and
for
a
it. I
new
think
king
there's a
salmon's taking her
special
place?
reason for her existence. You know, like nature trying to warn us about something.
You said that she's kind of like the keeper of the river.
Catching the keeper is every fisherman's dream. You gonna try and catch her?
Old fish.
If I get the chance.
If it's an old fish, it actually means it tastes really bad.
Just hold on a minute then.
Liar's House. He's reading a book called
I'll
Liar's
lend you
House.
this. It's the rod I used when I was younger. Real sturdy piece of work.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if you fight Tabitha with a weak rod, you might end up just getting hurt. If you do manage to haul her out, though, I want to see her, you know. Could you bring her to me?
Of course.
Yes, bring me the dead fish. You'll get bonus points if you can bring it back to me alive. So I can watch it breathe its last breath. Jim's a dark dude. The squirrels. It's the monkey squirrels. They ran off. They're gone. I saw you. They're still scared of me because I almost hit them with my car. Okay, so I think I have to fish specifically over here. But I might be wrong, but I think you do. Yeah, monkey squirrels. They bury bananas for the winter. Instead of nuts. Ha ha ha. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Doesn't like survival strategy? No, it does not, Woofer. The only thing you can do with bananas after that is make banana bread out of them.
Look at all these scars. You've been protecting this river for a long time, haven't you?
It's
I
got
knew this
teeth.
day would
Oh
come.
God.
What do you plan to do with her. I think she'd be lovely smoked.
Yep. Smoking your own catch sounds like the makings of a very tasty appetizer. But even the pair of us could never eat this much smoked salmon, right?
A fish that old would taste like garbage. I'm not joking. It would be bad.
You might regret that later. You're not going to see a fish that big again anytime soon.
Oh, I have no regrets. I capture criminals, not fish.
I bet she was glad, you know. Glad that you're the one who caught her.
Yeah, apparently you would either.
Just keep the rod.
Like I said, Jim's a dark person.
Trophy for catching Tabitha.
There he goes. The only man I ever loved. He walked out of my life forever. You heard York. He doesn't catch fish, he catches criminals. And then apparently cannibalizes them. It's not how I thought we usually dealt with criminals, but, you know. That reminds me, I had a theory about that one card, I remember, because it's in a well. So I was thinking that it should work. It should work if it's raining. A fish probably killed some people. Maybe. That's how it feeds. It finds fishermen and takes their line and then pulls on the line hard enough to pull them into the water, and then they can eat them. That's the secret. That's how it lived. That's how it lived for so long. It's like a vampire. It feeds on the blood of living men. York is fly fishing. Is it because he looks cool?
I shot out Nadine's eye on that honeymoon.
Oh, me. Context, that's great. I love it. Good pitch for a trashy horror movie. I think it is. Not with bass, obviously, but or trout, but there's all those piranha movies from the 80s and 90s, I think, that were kind of B grade horror films. Yep, there we go. I just had to wait for it to rain. Hello, doggo. Just here for the card. Don't mind me. What are you doing, little pupper? How you doing? How you doing, little pupper? Do you like darts? Do you like playing darts? Go fetch. There he goes. He's off to fetch the dart. Bye. There's one with lampreys too. I haven't seen that one. That's also an interesting concept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 14, 18, 22, 4, 26, 30. I should have enough. I should have enough cards to get the next upgrade. at Wesley's. I don't know why I'm running everywhere. I have a flare. It was on the Discovery Channel during Halloween? That's crazy. The History Channel. Well, not hit. That was Discovery Channel you're talking about, but History Channel and Discovery Channel both. I like how they're embracing the silly fiction because that more people want to watch the crazy over the top sci-fi than actually learn about the actual animal. Just kind of unfortunate. I obviously like museums, so I'm all for learning stuff. Oh, I just phased right through that telephone pole. All right, I won't complain about that. I thought it was going to crash. Turns out Wesley's not afraid of the rain. He operates even when it's raining. He's a brave man. It's probably because he has all those guns. He's like daring the raincoat killer to come in. He's like, I dare that son of a bitch to come in here. I'll shoot him. I have 32
Found new
cards.
cards? Show them to me.
Give me my infinite weapon.
More than 32. Well done.
Actually, exactly 32.
I appreciate you showing them to me. Here's a little something, as promised.
Passion Red. Nice.
That'll give you more life when you wear it. Hold on to it, okay?
Oh.
If you find any
Oh, that's
new
right. He gives you a
cards,
suit.
Come show them to me, will you?
The one where you get all the cards is the one where he gives the infinite weapon. My bad. That's still fine though. I can always use a new suit. Yeah, the flies are out of control. Yeah, we have our own army of flies. Soon I'll learn how to. I'll teach them how to take commands and follow orders. And I'll have my own army. Big rigs. Yeah, it's collision detection was did not have was not a thing in big rigs. Yeah, I'm about to end actually, Woofer. I'm just I don't know if it's coming across, but I am super struggling. So I'm trying, guys, but it's been a long week. I took Friday off of work, and so I could just be chill, and then I spend all day at the hospital waiting room. So it wasn't really a day off. Yeah. We'll pick it up tomorrow.
Okay then.
I apparently have to.
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth. According to Premonition. That's right.
Good thing I remember these.
Broken stiletto heel. Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that two people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being.
I'm gonna have to.
discovered by us.
I'm gonna be leaving the stream up, so I'm gonna have to remember to go back at the beginning and use YouTube editor to lower the audio at the beginning there when it was super loud. Because I don't want anyone watching the VOD to have that happen.
Marks on her hand suggest
that would be unfortunate.
The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These two could well be related.
I have to remember to unlist it until I fix it.
Don't know for sure. Yeah, well, we just have...
That should be this chapter done. Give me my money. Save. Excellent. So now, we can pick back up where we were. Excellent. It's all coming up Millhouse. So anyway, take it easy, everybody. Have a good day. Hopefully tomorrow I can go longer and be more aware, put together than I was today. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Take care. Bye-bye.